Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setup for today. So we're kind of consolidating at the top. Look at our oscillators. Oscillators are starting to cross over to point to the downside. Now, I would like to see those oscillators come back below the 80, consolidate further down, and give us the opportunity to get into this at the moment. And this is a classic bit of price action. So you can see big moves in the beginning of it, and then slowly getting smaller and smaller, and then into a range. That's almost textbook of a spike, then into a channel, as Al Brooks calls it, or alternatively just a very steep trend, and then gradually the trend starts slowing down until eventually it sort of fizzles out, and then we get some kind of a pullback onto structure. So we did get a little bit of a pullback onto structure on the hour. Nothing that I would concern myself with at the moment. I'm more interested in this area here. So there are two areas to the downside that I am very interested in for a pullback. The one is 42.70 and the other one is 42.60, and then 4200 would be the next area, because bear in mind that has not been tested. It's 42.50, and then we've got 4200 all the way down here. Oh, still not 4200, but anyway, you get my meaning. Each one of these fractals here are critical to support, but this is kind of the structure that I'm looking for at the moment. It is end of month, so there's 2 days left in this month, so that's another key thing that you need to look at. We just wait for the data to pop up, and you can see the previous month was kind of a hanging man, and now we have got a move past it. This oscillator really worries me. So, we are so overbought at the moment. But again, you can see what's happened in the past to this index. It can stay like that forever. So don't read too much into it. The difference here was we were closer to the moving averages. Here we are far from the moving averages. So we are at extreme conditions, and extreme conditions are never easy to trade. Right, so let's just put some structure in on the 3 hour, because that is pretty clear at the moment. Top of channel. Okay, and that to me would kind of be kind of bottom of channel. So we are in a channel at the moment. We have eased off a little bit on the oscillators at the moment on the 3 hour. Not quite enough. And you can see there's other bits of structure here on the 3 hour as well. So this area here was tagged yesterday. That's previous highs up there. Let me just put that in so you can see. You can see there is a 3 hour fractal. Look how we tagged that and then bounced off it. Now we've pulled back. So obviously for me the next logical move is back to the upside in this channel. If we look at the 1 hour, gives us a little bit more of a stronger picture. So you can see that was the level of support we pulled back to. So, being in that area for a long, you would have got 100 points. Nothing really to worry about there. What I do concern myself with at the moment, and I'm just going to use this on the hour. That seems to be the next level. So you can see how we broke below it and back above it. So it's this fractal here. And that is 42.82. So I would expect a little bounce off here and then back up to this 4300 area, but we're just short of it. And that's kind of the move that I think we have at the moment. Basically we are range bound, nothing really to write home about here. It's dropping below the lows of yesterday that starts triggering a break of this channel. So that's what you need to watch for. So if you start dropping below 42.77, just call it 42.75, you start getting closes below that and you are long, get out of it. It's not worth holding on to that anymore. Okay, a bit of diversions as well, Brim. You can see high, high, low, low. So a bit of a confusion. What you're really looking for is these hour oscillators to either group all to the downside or to pull this kind of stunt here, where the faster one moves to the downside and the slower one stays at the top like this, and then they have a crossover. See, there's a crossover, and it's right over here, and that gives you a move back to the upside. So that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. Is sit on hands for a while and see what transpires. See if we're going to continue in this range. And I want to get rid of all the noise, because there's the last thing I want to highlight here. We have a megaphone formation as well. Okay, so it could continue just to keep bouncing around in that, and these two levels just start playing a major role in support and resistance. Anyway, wait and see is my advice for today. You'll probably get some kind of a long entry, I would assume, off here, 42.82. Your stop is going to be below 42.70, and your target is 4,300. That's kind of the only move that I can see at the moment. Anyway, that's it for me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.